What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is, man. One time for the one time. Talking about Dillian Whyte. But shout out to the haters, though, man. You know, you gotta respect the hustle, man. But everybody wanna be part of the act. You know, jealous of your success. But hey, man, you need haters, man. Give you that fuel. Y'all know what I'm saying, man. But talk about Dillian Whyte. All of a sudden, he got the shit end of a stick versus Pulve, in the purse bid. His split is only 25%. So, then he going to have to go to Bulgaria or whoever Pulve is from for the fight because somebody won a purse bid in his favor. And I'll bid, Eddie Hearn broke ass. So, now he's reconsidering trying to fight Luis Ortiz. Saying that, Eddie Hearn is saying to Sky that, hey, we'll fight Luis Ortiz as long as we get the mandatory shot. We don't want to be a second mandatory. We want to be the mandatory. We want to be the mandatory. If we put it in writing, we the mandatory, then we'll fight Luis Ortiz. At the end of the day, you're going to fight him, you're going to fight him or not. All that bullshit, man, all that politicking and stuff. I mean, who really cares? If you want to fight Luis Ortiz, man, he down for it. And if you want to fight Pulve, the deal already in place. Take your 25% of your purse and go run over there and fight Pulve for scraps and pennies. Because that fight ain't going to do shit, for you in boxing. Not to the public. Maybe in the UK they get excited over that shit, but that's a small percentage of the boxing world. If you want to be known, you fight Luis Ortiz, and I'm pretty sure the chips will fall where they fall at. You beat Luis Ortiz, people will be clamoring for a Wilder fight. And then it can happen at that point. They want to make all these, these excuses why this is happening, that's not happening. And, Eddie Hearn is trying to play, he's trying to play his cards right. You got to respect him on that part, trying to protect this fighter and promote him the right way. But, come on. We already know Luis Ortiz, that'll be a bigger money fight than him making 25% versus Pulve. Either way, who really cares? I mean, also you make 25% for Pulve for IBF Eliminator, okay? You can, he's been out the ring for a couple years, so. Then you got Luis Ortiz coming off a knockout. I mean, not too bad opponents, to be going against, man, right now for Dillian Whyte. So you better strike while the iron hot. And, they want to cry about the WBC rules and being the mandatory. At the end of the day, Wilder already told you, man, if you beat Ortiz, I'll give you a shot. And, he's a man of his word. He's not like Eddie Hearn and Anthony Johnson, who ain't a man of their words, you know what I'm saying, who gonna, pussyfoot around. Some reason, UK fans think Dillian Whyte can fight. He ain't been shit since he lost to AJ, man. Since that shoulder injury, he ain't shit. Ain't nobody impressed by him. He ain't making no noise. He a second-tier heavyweight. And then they want to talk about, oh, Wilder ducked Dillian Whyte. At the end of the day, how can you duck a nigga that ain't even on your radar? Why would I fight him, unless I'm going to get an Anthony Joshua fight? So, you know how they doing. They trying to protect Anthony Johnson with this weak-ass bodyguard, Dillian Whyte. He ain't shit but a pawn, a frontline infantry soldier, man. He gonna be a battle casualty, man, fucking around with Wilder. He believed he could fight. He really can't. Ever since that shoulder injury, he ain't been shit. So he want to take the path of least resistance, with Pulve. But guess what? The path of least resistance is the path of brokenness, 25%. He ain't gonna make no money going over to Bulgaria, wherever that is. So he might as well come to America and fight Luis Ortiz and get that bag and have Eddie Hearn set something up. But he don't want to do that. He talked all that. He talked down on Luis Ortiz. He talked all that cash money shit. But when the shit hit the fan, he crying about a mandatory spot. Go ahead and fight Ortiz, man. And you'll beat a mandatory, man. And Wilder give you your fight, you beat Ortiz, because it's going to be a demand. If you beat Ortiz in Brooklyn on the Wilder Brazil undercard or somewhere else, guess what? You're gonna create demand for a fight. People gonna want to see you fight them, but they don't want to take that risk, And if he fights Wilder in the UK, if he gets past Ortiz and get knocked out, that's gonna be more pressure on Joshua. Anthony Johnson ain't gonna want to fight Deontay Wilder no time soon. And these UK fans get on here, crying and saying this and that. At the fact of the matter, if you listen to the whole situation, we know who ducking who. No fanboy shit, but Pulve put the pressure on him, man. Shout out to Pulve. He put the pressure on him, man. Because if he didn't win that purse bid, man, and Eddie won that purse bid, Dillian Whyte would never reconsider fighting Luis Ortiz. You know, but I hate when fighters run their mouth. You know, they run their trap, and then when an opportunity comes to fight a guy like Luis Ortiz, you know, they want to, oh no, they want to put, you know, they want to, you know, keep throwing shit out there to block the way of fighting. I want to be a mentor. You know what? I want to fight in UK, man. You know, he asked for too much money, man. You know, this and that. So, you know how the game go, man. You know, I would never support this sucker fool, Eddie Hearn, man. The Zone, Matchroom USA, Jerry Curl, Michael Jackson, Jackson 5 backup looking motherfucker, Danny Jacobs. None of them motherfuckers, man. You know, I'm not paying the fucking dime. You know, this motherfucker went to come American, got the Jerry Curl guy, got the motherfucker from Coming to America. Let your soul glow. Oh, looking ass motherfucker, Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to talk like a soldier. You know, after he ducked Charlo last 2 fights. You know, now he want to fight Charlo, and he all anxious to fight Charlo. That's that sucker shit, man. You know, Eddie Hearn is turning Danny Jacobs into a sucker. You know, he touching M's and all this. He talking about money, but guess what? You ain't touching the hearts or the minds of the boxing fans by fighting these lower tier guys, and Magic Man's a lucky piecing your ass up. You know what I'm saying? The whole Matchroom USA is a facade, man. It's fraudulent. You know. So, you know, if you want to fight Ortiz, I still think you're going to fight Pulve because they're going to crowd this mandatory shit. And they want Deontay Wilder to hook him up with a contract, you know, if he beats Ortiz, but they didn't want to hook Wilder up with a contract if he beat White to get Anthony Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fuck them and fuck Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte. We out.